Hello again and welcome to Wednesday of Unscrew Jars. I'm Stuart again and today is Favourites Week. As you've seen already with Joseph and Ariel, they've done what their favourites are. It's time to find out what mine are. So, without further ado, favourite food. My favourite food is probably a steak. Good steak, medium rare, with a bit of whiskey barbecue sauce. Absolutely brilliant. Would you like my sweet look? So, proper Bakewell pudding. It's done just right, where it's soft on the edges and still gooey and jelly in the centre. Absolutely amazing, brilliant food. I'm hoping to one day do a video of cooking where I actually make that and show you how it is. Favourite band or CD? Well, I can't really decide on favourite band at the moment, although I would, if gun to my head, I'd have to say Lost Prophets, which brings me to my favourite albums. That's my #1 album at the moment. It changes on a monthly basis. Then next up, we have in a close second, Evanescence's self-titled album from October. Came out on my birthday, so that's another reason why it's one of my favourites. And of course, Hank Green's I'm So Bad At This Live, because basically it's just, not only does he sing great songs, is he brilliant, but he has a good bit of banter with the crowd and it's really just funny. Favourite fictional character? Well, I'd have to say that my favourite fictional character would have to be Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower, just because he has so much in common with me and I can see so much of myself in him. All the little diary entries in the book just scream out to me as, this is you, this is exactly how you think sometimes. And although, yeah, quite a lot of the book is depressing, sometimes my life is, and I can see the similarities there. But a lot of the time in the book, when he's really happy, when he's really on full steam, that is when he's most like me. Sometimes I do exaggerate things, sometimes I do make a big deal of things, see things as more than they are, like Charlie does. But at the heart of it all, I'm well-meaning, and I'd like to think that I keep to my moral. So that's why Charlie is my favourite character. My favourite leisure activity. It's leisure and not leisure. My favourite leisure activity, well, my favourite sport would have to be squash or swimming. Swimming, I just love the feeling of being so much lighter, so much freer. You can move so fluidly in water that you can't on land. And it's such a great feeling on a hot day when you just get beneath the waterline and you just swim, it's amazing. And squash is just something that's really fun to do and something that I'm learning that I'm a bit more natural with. But yeah, so squash and swimming would be my two favourite leisure activities if I had to pick a sport. Every other sport, reading, watching films, TV. Choosing my favourite leisure activity would just be hanging out with friends, whether it's watching a film, whether it's playing a sport, whether it's just sat, chatting. That is my favourite leisure activity and it's something that I could never live without. My favourite place to be, as I said, my favourite leisure activity is being with friends. That is my favourite place to be. If I could spend the rest of my life in the company of certain few people, my life would be absolutely fantastic. I'd love my life to be like Friends, where you see your best friends every day, all year. I'd love that. I think that would be great. The saying goes, you can't choose your family, but you can certainly choose your friends. And I think that's absolutely true. And for that to be how I live my life, where I could always be, that would be absolutely fantastic. My favourite film, again, I've had to pick 3 because I just can't pick one. So they are, in no particular order, Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, starring the amazing James Stewart. Goodbye Lenin, it's a German film that's got Daniel Brühl, an absolutely brilliant film about the fall of the Berlin Wall, how communist Germany managed to get back on its feet. And finally, 10 Things I Hate About You. Yes, you could call it a chick flick, but I think it's absolutely hilarious. Heath Ledger's brilliant in it, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. There's so many great actors in this film, they're all brilliant, every single one, and it's so funny as well. My favourite word, I have a lot of favourite words. Some may not be able to be repeated here, but I'll have a go. Prat, pillar, sod, naive. And my favourite word, if I had to pick one, would have to be... My favourite word though would have to be anti-disestablishmentarianism. Just because it's the longest word in the English dictionary, but isn't an actual word. Little tip there. One of my favourite shirts is a YouTube shirt. It's got a red background and it's for the Under a Blood Red Sky tour. The CD is absolutely brilliant. I think U2 is an amazing band. And I should have put out my favourite albums really, but I didn't. So I'm writing it now. Number 4. Slip it in. There. Under a Blood Red Sky by U2. Absolutely great album. If you can listen to it, great. Sunday Bloody Sunday on that is an absolutely beautiful rendition. So I hope you've had a bit more of an insight into my life for all my favourites. Sorry if I've not been sound very getting off the thing, I'm coming down the cold. I've been doing a lot of talking today. I've also had an exam today, which means I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah. In the post today, though, as I came home, was a letter, and inside it was it. I now have the J scribble. And it's a green J scribble, as you can see there. Because Amazon UK made a cock-up with Fault in Our Stars. So I finally have J scribble. And just as I've lent out Tifios to one of my friends. But nonetheless, I'm very pleased with that, I'm very happy. Also, I mentioned about the Cardiff Gathering in my last video. I'm going to be finishing that video shortly, but as I say, I've had a lot of exams and I'll be doing that video tomorrow. So expect that tomorrow night. I'll put a link here when it's up. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video today. Stay tuned for Raylan tomorrow, and again, Joseph next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.